That's that old business model that you're gonna charge the fans for some bull fights and that you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man. The Mayweather era, that's over with, man.
Making all this money.
Now that's the thing. They talk all that money talk. Can't be one looking good and the rest of the crew if you getting thoroughbred money.
But I don't even think he don't need any money. He
spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any.
Floyd, are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's playing for the future.
You're going to charge the audience for some phony fights, and you're the face of boxing because you keep pushing on them. That's the old bullcrap business model. Man, the Mayweather period is done now that they're generating so much money. It's all they talk about. It's impossible for one to look beautiful while the rest of the crew is receiving racehorse money. But I don't even think he needs any money because he spends so much of it. Yes.
For that though. That's because you're right. You always talking about the money and shit. That's what I'm saying is you can't.
Bill, we not even on here talking about no money, Bill. Bill, we not even on here talking about no money. This ain't even about no money. This
you brought the money up.
Floyd is doing well. I'm sure he's making plans for the future. In a contentious exchange, Bill Haney exposed Floyd Mayweather and criticized the boxing legend for his money obsession. Haney asserts Mayweather is privately insolvent and his $42 million investment is a hoax. You only ever discuss money. Haney explodes, deep tensions are brought to light during the confrontation. When Haney...
I think it's personal between you and Calvin. Also, it's Tank's coach. Is it?
Man, I told Coach,
for those that don't know, Coach Calvin is Tank's coach, so I'm just for our audience.
And I said, listen, ain't no way your fighter gonna be checking the money that y'all talking about checking and Calvin gonna be looking like that. I told Tank them to pay him. I told him to pay him because, or we need to go on coach's strike around this month because ain't no way Bill should be getting paid and Calvin shouldn't. And Calvin need to thank Bill for mentioning this.
So you saying Calvin ain't getting paid?
Yo, he said ain't no reason Calvin should be looking the way he looking if they making all this money.
Now that's the thing. They talk all that money talk. Can't be one looking good and the rest of the crew if you getting thoroughbred money. You know what I'm talking about?
Again.
Yeah.
Accuses Floyd of losing his sense of reality and of exploiting his fortune to cover up more serious financial issues. However, that's because you talk about money and underscore this all the time. For this reason, I'm stating that you can't bill us because we're not even here discussing the lack of money. You purchased the money, so this isn't even about having no money. Concerned about Floyd Mayweather promotional team's financial inequalities, Bill Haney has questioned the distribution of monies, arguing that if Mayweather Promotions is as profitable as it is said to be, team members like Calvin Ford shouldn't seem to be struggling financially.
For some of y'all that ain't from the streets and don't understand like the politics of it, you know, that Bill Haney Floyd conversation was well overdue. They have been in the background sneak dissing each other for a minute. You know, pretty much Floyd is upset that Dev didn't take the deal that he put on the table for him. And he say, okay, you don't want to mess with me, you don't want to take the deal, I'm going to make it tough for you. I'm going to go whisper and rain here. I'm going to make sure Rolly don't fight you. I'm going to make sure Tank don't fight you. You know what I'm saying? And Bill don't like that. Bill feel like it's some little backdoor stuff he been doing. And Bill didn't back down. It was kind of crazy how Bill went at Floyd. He said, I'm putting on, like, where your people from the streets that you put on? You know what I'm saying? Where your community at? Your real people. You know what I'm saying? So
Haney even suggested that they pay their staff fairly in order to avoid discontent. It's also private between you and Calvin. Well, it's Tank's coach. For those who don't know, Coach Calvin is Tank's coach. Am I correct, man? For the benefit of the audience, I said, listen.
You're saying Tank doesn't want any of it. Why is that? I know you can't give him...
Man, get off of Twitter, man, and knock it off, man. If you the face of boxing, then send over something, man. You know what I'm saying? Something respectful like you really trying to do this. Because every fighter that Devin gets paid, man, the most money, man. Knock it off, man. That's bunk business, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we don't need you. Let the welfare feed you for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Because that's where you're going to be at in the welfare line. You keep on the people, giving them the fake fights, talking about that we didn't charge $57. Listen, we're going to give you the best fights, and we're going to get all the people in there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. And we pay the fighters. we give the fans an opportunity to come in. That's that old business model that you're gonna charge the fans for some bull fights and that you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man. The Mayweather era, that's over with, man. It's the Devin Haney era. That Mayweather is over with, man. You hear me? Over with. Floyd ain't never did what Devin did at 25. Tank ain't did it, nobody else ain't did it.
There's no way your fighter is going to be checking the money that you guys are talking about checking. And Calvin is going to look like that. I told Tank to pay him because if they don't, we'll have to go on a coach's strike around his mother. Calvin should also thank Bill for bringing this up. Calvin doesn't get...
There's reports online that Floyd's a billionaire. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete in this year and this year. First off, he's never gotten $100 million for a fight. Not even remotely close.
You think it's bull?
I know it is, because I know the fight business. I've been in the fight business my whole life. I'm a promoter right now. He's probably made about $60 million before in one night, which is crazy numbers. Mike Tyson, to put in perspective, when he fought Michael Spinks, that was the biggest fight of all time. When that fight happened, one got $30 million and one got $29.
$250 million against Manny Pacquiao.
No fighter in history of the world. $250 million to go and box. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
I think Floyd's fighting because he needs the money?
Yeah.
Really? Why? You think he blew through all of his money?
Paid. He added that if they're generating so much money, there is no reason why Calvin should look the way he does. Here's the problem. They talk about money all the time. If you're receiving thoroughbred money, you can't be one of the crew members who looks well. You understand what I mean.
You want me to show you right now? Call AJ. My sister, she gonna call my pilot right now.
So you just call your pilot and he just come where? It's like an Uber?
I'm gonna show you. AJ. Hey, what's up? So yesterday you guys flew over to Vegas to pick my daughter and mother up and my daughter and my grandson up, right?
That's correct, yep.
I got tickets for you guys to go to the Super Bowl tomorrow, but I got Dan, he's gonna go. So I need you to fly over there because you got to pick a couple people up. You got to pick some people up for me in Vegas. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course, yeah, we're ready to go.
Okay, so let me know. Head over to Clay Lacey and go over to Vegas. So let me know what time you're gonna land so I can send him over there, and then Dan can get on a plane also. Okay?
Okay, so it'll be. I mean, we're sitting here wrapping up dinner now. I think we got an hour. About an hour to play. I'd say have him at the airport about 10:45 or so.
Yeah, I'm done.
Haney offers other criticisms. Mayweather's switch from competitive boxing to exhibition bouts suggests that money is more the driving force behind this change than sincere love for the game. He implies that rather than upholding the honor of boxing, Mayweather's present priorities...
Andrew, especially, was a very successful kickboxer. 4-time world champion. His belts are sitting right behind me right now. But, the most he ever got paid for a fight, and he says this openly, is 50 grand. By the time you pay your trainer and your manager 10% each, you got to eat, you got to train for 12 weeks. I mean, if you work out the hours you put in, you're making $15 an hour. It's not amazing money.
...are obtaining paychecks. A prominent point of contention emerged when Mayweather allegedly complained that he had not been able to secure a contract comparable to the one Devin Haney had received. As a result, Mayweather allegedly threatened to prevent Devin from facing well-known boxers like Gervin Davis.
Exhibition. So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody, and he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him, and he's doing it as an exhibition. It doesn't even hurt his record.
Because of the drug of boxing. Just
also
like
money.
But I don't even think he don't need any money. He
spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any. Floyd,
Are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's planning for the future, you got to keep it coming in if you're going to keep spending the way he spends.
Yeah, but I think he has a lot of other business interests that he can get money from.
Hopefully.
And not just boxing. But it's the drug of getting... Floyd still trains even when he doesn't have a fight.
Or Rolando Raleigh Romero. You realize that the Bill Haney, Floyd conversation was long overdue, even if you're not from the streets and don't understand the politics of it. For a minute, they've been quietly disparaging one another in the background.
It says the retired boxer has gone into contract to pay $402 million for a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio of more than 60 buildings. $402 million, Floyd got 60 buildings. The multifamily deal for properties concentrated in Upper Manhattan will be one of the city's biggest this year. A slice of the portfolio closed Wednesday. The remainder is expected to close in the fourth quarter or early 2025. That's dope. Floyd just spent $400 million and got 1,000 units and 60 buildings.
Okay, y'all don't want to mess with me. You don't want to take the deal. I'm going to make it tough for you. I'm going to go whisper. And Rain here, I'm going to make sure Rolly don't fight you. I'm going to make sure Tank don't fight you. You know what I mean. And Bill don't like that. Bill feel like it's some little backdoor stuff. he'd been doing, and Bill didn't back down.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit, and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my fucking jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed, like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but I want to show you, when I show up, I bring out the big boy, and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you hate him. Floyd went from being like a really exciting pressure fighter, and he had a bunch of hand problems, to like Money Mayweather, start talking, boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's great.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all delusional.
Floyd is essentially upset that Dev didn't accept the deal he put on the table for him. He stated, I'm putting on like we're your people from the streets that you put on. You understand what I mean when I say that your neighborhood.
Jake, true or false, and why did Floyd Mayweather fully pay up Logan Paul for their fight?
I'm not God, but my spidey senses tell me nah.
I can guarantee me and Logan Paul, we can go out and make $100 million or more.
And so you think he didn't pay up just because he hasn't got the money?
I think he probably spent it on all the girls he pays to be around him.
Logan Paul reached out to us and said that he wanted to do another exhibition. This is the same guy that said he didn't get paid. If he did get paid, he wouldn't be trying to get another payday.
He had the audacity to tell the media that I asked for a rematch. Let me just set the record straight. If I haven't been paid for the first one, why would I ask you for a second fight knowing I'm probably also not gonna get paid the money that I was owed for my work? Second off, they asked us for a rematch.
Floyd is broke, man. I've been saying it the whole entire time.
And your actual people, you understand what I mean. He accuses Mayweather of turning from a renowned boxer to a money-grubbing businessman. Mayweather's preference for large profits over giving fans good bouts is in contrast to his own strategy, which emphasizes the value of giving spectators entertaining battles rather than concentrating only on making money. Claiming that fame isn't interested in it, I know you can't give Guy, but why? Man, please stop using Twitter and stop being so rude. Send over something, man. If you are the face of boxing, you understand what I mean when I say that you should do your hardest to do this, since Dion